Hi guys, how's everyone doing today? Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you're new here, I'm Zita, welcome. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the corner. On my channel, I share with you the DIYs I do around my home, the DIYs I create for resale or for my own home decor or to give as a gift. And I show you the process that I go through to fix these items up and make them beautiful treasures again. So let's get started and see what I worked on this week. In today's video, I have 2 metal items and 1 glass item here that I picked up at the thrift store. For the first DIY, I'm going to be working on this metal box with this beautiful leaf motif that's going to look really nice when it's distressed. So the first step here, I'm using a black matte spray paint, and this was a Behr paint that I used first, but something happened to the little nozzle on there and no paint would come out, so I went to the Rust-Oleum matte black. So I'm just spraying all the items that I'm going to work on today. So this will be my first step for all the DIYs I'm working on today. And after I gave them their first coat of the black spray paint, I did seal that first coat in with the Rust-Oleum clear matte sealant. So after the paint has dried and the sealant has dried, I put my first coat of Rust-Oleum chalk linen white paint on the piece, and I used 2 coats for this piece. So after the 2 coats of chalk paint have dried on the piece, I'm taking a wet cloth and I'm wet distressing back the vine and leaf motif on the piece. This is going to bring out the black undercoat on the piece, and because of the sealant I put on top of the black, it's not going to distress it back to the metal. And I'm not gonna lie guys, this process does take a while, but it's well worth it. It looks amazing in the end. So guys, after I completely wet distress the piece, I sealed that in with Rust-Oleum Clear Matte Sealant. And right here, I'm gonna apply a wax on top of the entire piece just to give it that extra protection. So I'm using a wax brush here and just swirling it in here. So right here, I'm just measuring out some contact paper that I'll be placing in the bottom of the box. And there's our first DIY, guys. Doesn't that wet distressing look great on that piece? For this next DIY, I have a glass piece here that I picked up at the thrift store. So can anyone guess what this is? I know what it is. I just want to know if anyone else knows what this glass piece is. Let me know in the comments what you think this is. So I gave this a spray paint as well, as you saw in the first DIY. So after I let that spray paint dry, I gave it a Rust-Oleum Clear Matte coat of sealant, and now I'm applying my 2 coats of chalk paint. And this is the Rust-Oleum Linen White chalk paint. I love this lattice design on this glass piece, and that's one of the reasons I picked this up from the thrift store. So this is gonna wet distress really, really nice. So this is what it looks like once the chalk paint has dried completely. And now I have my wet rag here again, and I'm just wet distressing this design back to the black. And it looks awesome. So have you guys figured out what this piece is yet? Let me know in the comments what you think this piece is. Doesn't that distressing look awesome, guys, with that lattice design? I love it. So I'm also applying some wax to this piece as well. And you can wipe this back after you're finished, or you can just let it sit for a couple of days and let it cure. So right here I'm just going to be placing some floral foam inside the piece, and I'm going to be adding some floral that I had on hand, some cactus floral that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. So you can put whatever type of floral you want in here. Since it's fall, you could put some fall floral, but this is what I had on hand. This would look nice with a real plant inside too, actually. So let me know in the comments what you would have put inside of this piece. Would you have put some real flowers or some Dollar Tree floral pieces? So once I have the cactus in there, I'm just gonna add some moss that I picked up at the Dollar Tree as well, just to finish off the piece. What do you think, guys? So have you guys figured out yet what this piece originally was? Don't forget to let me know in the comments. So for the final DIY in this video, this is another metal item that I thrifted. I don't know if it was a planter or a wastebasket, but you could use it for anything, but I'm going to use it for a planter today. So again, I sprayed it with the Rust-Oleum matte black paint, and then after that dried, sprayed it with the Rust-Oleum clear matte sealant, and now I'm using the same Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And I gave this piece, I believe, just one coat. And then I wet distressed it back, and that amazing design came through. And if you guys have a Lazy Susan laying around, it works really well for just spinning your piece and getting that chalk paint on. But me being the messy crafter that I am, I still have a handful of paint on me. So that's what crafting's all about, though, getting messy, right? And then making it a beautiful piece in the end. So right here, I'm just wet distressing the piece back so you can see that beautiful design come through. And then I'm going to put some floral inside, and this piece will be done. And here I'm giving this piece a coat of wax as well. So right here, guys, I'm placing some styrofoam inside the piece, and I'm cutting it here with a hot knife. So guys, if you're going to be doing this, I really suggest wearing a respirator, because this stuff stinks and styrofoam is full of chemicals, so you'll definitely need a respirator on. And right here I'm just placing some lavender florals that I picked up from the Dollar Tree into the styrofoam, and then I'll be placing the moss on top of that, and this piece will be done. So this piece is finished, guys. So what do you think of the lavender in this one? Would you guys have put some fall florals in here, or do you like the lavender? Let me know in the comments. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed all of these DIYs. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to give this video a like and a comment, and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell for more videos like this one. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.